Is XM Studios a fraudulent company? Hey, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector. Welcome back once again to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles. And XM Studios has been a very reputable company for a very long time. Samurai line, a lot of Marvel, DC stuff, Transformers, really good stuff from them. And I've had the honor of owning quite a few pieces that they've made over the years. And lately, though, there's been a lot of controversy. And somebody posted in our group today asking the question, is XM Studios a fraudulent company? Now, I'm going to address that today. So basically, long story short, too late, XM today posted a photo of Batgirl, which is I believe Samurai Batgirl, which is already well into production or pre-order or wherever we're at with that piece. They've also had a number of other ones like Killer Croc and stuff like that, Marvel, DC pieces that they've announced. Now, a lot of people were growing quite impatient with XM Studios last year. And this summer, though, I think it was around May, maybe a little bit before that, XM finally came out and said, hey, we are going to be shipping XYZ dates. I believe it was maybe like May, June, July, and all this new product was going to get out to collectors. Here we are in October. Stuff's not being shipped. Stuff has not been delivered. So the fans, obviously, maybe rightfully so, has gotten out their pitchforks and their torches and are steaming down to track down XM Studios. And somebody apparently, again, XM made this post today and they basically have been posting a lot of the old stuff, like stuff that they've already teased or stuff that maybe is already in production, but nothing brand new. Like we haven't seen any brand new reveals, I don't believe, from them in a very long time. Rumors were circulating for quite some time in the collecting community that maybe XM Studios was having financial problems. Now, of course, we live in a world right now where a lot of people are having financial problems, especially companies trying to get by, especially when they're charging high dollar items for things that are non-necessity, right? We think of all the recent hurricanes and stuff, like those people need food and water and shelter. Those are necessities. Painted polystone rock, not so much. And so I understand why so many people are getting out of the hobby. I understand all that. We've talked about it ad nauseum here. We're not going to get back into that. But XM Studios, obviously, again, the rumors are and were that they're having some financial issues, that they owe creditors, or they owe money to certain entities, factories, and whatnot. Again, I have not talked to XM Studios directly. I don't know if they would answer that question. This is, again, all stuff I've heard from community members, from other people that have had contact. And again, rumors and speculation, it could be innuendo. I don't know. Again, take that all with a grain of salt. But again, there has been a deafening silence. So regardless of what is actually happening, whether, they're trying to solve their financial problems or whether maybe a new company is buying them out or whatever it might be, again, they're probably that process takes a while. But it would be nice to hear from them directly and say, hey, this is X, Y, and Z, what has happened. Your stuff is still going to get delivered. And that's the main thing, is that, like, a lot of people have stuff that has been on pre-order for over 2 years and has still not been delivered. That is a problem for a lot of collectors, obviously. And I don't blame you at all. I remember having to wait over 2.5 years for a Prime 1 piece. It just sucks. It does suck. But, again, with shipping, factory issues, maybe there's payment that's late. I don't know. But all of that's going to delay everything. But again, for me, having the transparency to say, hey, this is what's happening. So basically, anyway, they posted this post and just people crapped all over XM, as you can imagine, saying, why are you posting new stuff whenever you still haven't delivered the old stuff? And they removed the post. Okay. Sometimes, as an owner of a company or the owner of a YouTube channel or the owner of a Facebook group, sometimes people get a little out of hand with their comments. They always are probably coming from a good place or coming from a bad place, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand and sometimes we have to remove a post. Okay. I'm not defending XM for removing their post, but I get it. I understand, because myself and the mods in my group have to do that from time to time. Because sometimes people could just be mean, cruel, and it's not productive, right? It just is repetitive. In XM Studios' case, again, I understand why so many people are upset. I understand why people are frustrated because it is a big deal. Are they a fraudulent company? At this point, I think absolutely not. They are definitely a great company, but I think that they have hit a wall, so to speak. And whether they're trying to fix that wall or whether they are trying to make new arrangements or whatever, that's great. But communicate that with us, XM Studios. Let us know exactly what is happening. I think that would help collectors and maybe ease minds. Now, if you're going to come out tomorrow and say, sorry guys, we took your deposits and you're not going to get your product and, screw you guys. Yeah, then they would be a fraudulent company. Then they would be a scam or whatever you want to call it. That would suck. Have other companies done that to collectors? Yes, especially in like the collecting realm. Sorry, the custom realm of collecting. That's what I meant to say. But anyway, I definitely understand where XM's coming from on their side of things. I understand where collectors are coming from on their side of things also. But XM needs to be more transparent. They're not fraudulent, at least not yet. That's the way I'm going to say it, right? And then also today, somebody, and I actually thought this was real at first, but they posted a, hey, we're going out of business post. And if you have time to actually read the post, it's really quite funny. It's very humorous. And I think it was meant to be tongue-in-cheek, for sure. You guys have to read it. It's just very, very funny. So anyway, as far as I know, XM is not closing down. But, we've speculated for a long time that maybe they are a company that will. Just like other companies have announced that, hey, we can't financially do this anymore. People are not buying. We're charging way too much for our stuff. And some of the companies did shoot themselves in the foot, at least in my opinion, by raising costs too much. But at the time, people were still spending the money buying it. But I think, obviously, everything has finally caught up to these companies. And now they're having to scramble. Or maybe they were using, funds from this to fund that. You guys get it, right? It is a domino effect. And if one domino falls and it's a problem, the rest are going to fall as well. So anyway, that's my take on this. I don't think that XM Studios is a fraudulent company. I think they've put out great products. I think they've had tremendous sculpts. I haven't loved some of the DC stuff as of late that they've been doing, but that's okay. We don't have to love everything, and it helps us save money, although that probably XM's not very happy about that either because no one's buying. So again, we've come full circle here. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this matter. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And again, please try to be civil here. I understand that there's frustration. I understand that there's hatred, but we don't need to spew that. We're not here to do that here on this channel. We've never been about that here on this channel. We have been always about the power of positivity and the joy, the collecting joy that we get out of not only getting new things, but also sharing it with other collectors throughout the world. And so please be constructive down below. That's what I'm looking for today. Or else I'll have to delete the post, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, thank you guys for taking time out of your day to watch. Again, I hope you're all doing great out there. Again, a lot of coverage next week for New York Comic Con. I'll be flying out there and hanging out with the rest of the Rogues Gallery guys that are going to be there. Also going to be hanging out with some artists and some other people. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, continue to be good to yourself, each other. Take a mental health day if you need it. And happy collecting, guys. We'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.